And they did it. After a string of pretty good episodes, they managed to screw this one up. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode from my series Quick Thoughts On, in which I always talk about different stories from the rich Star Trek universe. This video is going to be about the next episode of the second season of Star Trek Lower Decks, called Where Pleasant Fountains Lie, and these are my honest opinions about it. This episode has again two storylines. The main one, well, I have to describe it using words like embarrassing and cringe, but at least the second one is pretty good. The Cerritos has freed aliens from an evil computer called Agimus, who was their ruler, and as an inside joke, he is voiced by the one and only, the legend himself, Jeffrey Combs, who of course is famous to Star Trek fans as the man who played Tyron, the Ferengi Brand, multiple Vayuns, Kevin Mulcahy from Far Beyond the Stars, Peng from Tsunkatse, the Ferengi crime in Enterprise's acquisition, and of course Captain Archer's frenemy Shran. The running joke is that Agimus is trying to trick everybody into letting him join with another computer, which would allow him again to regain his powers. Boimler is excited to be assigned to battle giant centipedes, but instead he got reassigned and is joining Mariner in bringing Agimus back to the Daystrom Institute when it can be studied. So this plot is actually a fun, exciting road trip, but of course there's the ugly thing called the main plot. The main plot is about Billups. Who, you might ask, and I would fully agree. After 2 seasons, I had no clue that this is the name of the main engineer. You know, the guy with the great porn stash. We meet the ship of his mother, which has problem with the engines, and we find out that the Billups is a prince of their people and his mother is the queen. She openly says that she is there to talk him into having sex, and when I first saw the episode, I genuinely thought they will say he should have sex with her. But no, the truth is bad, but not that bad. She wants him to have sex, as we later see sex with a woman and with a man, because he's a virgin, and after he has sex he will become the king. And this is where this plot lost me. I mean, what's the problem? I seriously don't get it. Should he be like an incel nerdy type? Well, no, incels are interested in sex. They just don't know how to get a girl. So is he afraid of sex in general? If so, why? Do you know that you need to establish things like that? I mean, characters need to have motivations which make sense in their universe. Or he doesn't want to be the king. Again, if so, why? This was not established. A very simple fix. Let's say that he's gay and his mother wants to force him to have sex with a woman. I'm pretty sure that a lot of gay Trekkies could relate to this. Or you can even turn it around, make him straight, and let his mother to force him to have sex with a man, for example, as a sign of that he will do things he doesn't want to do for the good of his people or something like that. Anything. Because in this version he doesn't want to become a king because of reasons, and he doesn't want to have sex because of reasons, and no, his unwillingness to have sex has nothing to do with his unwillingness to become a king. In the end, we see that he wants to become a king, but he still doesn't have to have sex. I mean, where's the joke? Stuff like this is funny only when we understand the character's motivations. At least to me. I don't know Billups, I didn't even know his name before this episode, and this is the end of Season 2. Anyway, In this plotline, he takes Rutherford to his mother's ship to fix the engines, and they are a race of weirdos living in a reality which is kind of a mashup of our future and our medieval times. Because nerds like medieval times or something, I don't know, I don't find anything of this funny or not dumb. So they fix the engines, and the captain calls Billups back to the Cerritos to save him from his mother. And then we watch together with them the other ship explode. They beam there immediately, and the Queen and Rutherford are dead, because boom. I don't get it, and the more I think about it, the weirder it gets. So, Billups is willing to become king now, but he still doesn't want to have sex. Is it because he's supposed to have sex with both a man and a woman? I wish I knew. Anyway, meanwhile, in the Agimus subplot, the computer successfully manages to start a conflict between Mariner and Boimler. He tells him that it was Mariner who told Commander Jack the brat is not yet up for the centipedes, and she asked him to transfer him to the computer mission. They crash land on a planet with no water, and Agimus is successful in making them split, and then he's even successful in persuading Boimler to attach him to a computer of a ship that they found together. But to everybody's surprise, this was all Boimler's plan all along. He outsmarted the evil supercomputer and basically saved the day. And he managed even to impress Mariner. I honestly thought during season 2 that the writers are going to turn them into a couple. Unfortunately, I have seen season 3 already, so I know what they did to Mariner, and I'm not a fan of it. But back in the main plot, Tandy can't accept the fact that Rutherford is dead, and she scans for his implant. Wait, are you seriously telling me she's the first one who did that? So was the official investigation like, yeah, he dead? So she scans for the implant, and what a surprise, she finds it. So she beams there and finds Rutherford and the Queen feasting in a complete ship, even though we have seen it destroyed. So why is it not destroyed? I don't know. Tandy tells everything to Rutherford, and they run back to the Cerritos to save Billups' virginity. Okay, that part is actually kinda funny. So Sam arrives to his boss's quarters, where the man and the woman are waiting, and we find out that Billups suffers from erectile dysfunction. And we end up on a serious note, because this is a very serious medical issue. Oh wait, no, this is the modern era, male health problems are hilarious, so of course they turned it into a joke. Okay, this was a mess. We have two storylines, one of them sucks, the other one is hilarious. So on my standard scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is absolute garbage, 10 is a masterpiece and 5 is just average, I would give this episode 5 out of 10. I think it's fair since I loved the half of the episode and didn't like the second half. But what about you? Did you like this episode? Did you hate it? Or did you think it was just average? Let me know down in the comment section, and see you hopefully soon. Bye.